Oh, yeah. Welcome out. This is the Remix Morning Show. Right here on Black Liberation Media. In case you didn't know, I go by the name of the Ear Doctor, and we are here to bring you that boom bap breakfast right here, right now. This Thursday, September 18th. Virgos, where you at? Make some noise. With that said, our host ain't here yet, so you know what I gotta do. I gotta rock out. Let's get it started. Welcome y'all to the Remix Morning Show.
All over you, please take me to places that nobody knows. You got me, oh, you got me, oh, you got me.
Once again, welcome out. This is the Remix Morning Show. I go by the name of the Ear Doctor. We came here to bring it to you, so let's do it. We're gonna start you off with this
no
mix.
Flex zone, no flex zone. They know better. They know better. No flex zone, no flex zone. They know better. They know better.
You can f with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the store, I can get them both. I don't want to choose, and I'm quick cutting off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't with you. I'm a boss, you a worker. I make bloody moves. Now she say,
Let's keep it going.
Yeah, used to treat my mattress like the ATM. Yeah, bun on my 9, that my favorite scent. Yeah, can't forget the kush, I'm talking OG. Yeah, rest in peace to Pop, he was an OG. Oh yeah, 285, I had that pack on me. I cannot forget I had that strap on me. Yeah, rest in peace to my new dog. All we ever wanna do is ball. That was the easy part. We playing that Weezy hard. We sit in the kitchen late. We trying to make an escape. Trying to make me a meal. So I'ma keep me a plate. I told Shawty can leave. So I'ma keep me a rake.
Once again, welcome out. To get y'all into the mood, get y'all ready for this Thursday flow. We got a lot of dope stuff to get to today. We also got classical breakdown, so make sure y'all get ready for that. I guess Kim over there walking the dogs or something. I guess Kamal is in the wait line trying to put his kids to school. So this is what we do. We get y'all ready.
I get those goosebumps every time you come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Worry about those calls. I'm way too numb, yeah. It's way too dumb, yeah. I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. 713 to the 281, yeah, I'm riding. Why they on me? Why they on me? I'm flying, sniffing low key. I'm sipping low key and honest, line rider. When I'm pulling up right beside you, pop star Lil Mariah. When I text kick game wireless, throw a stack on the Bible. Never Snapchat and took my home. She fall through plenty, her and all her guineas. Yeah, we at the top floor, right there off Duini. Yeah. Oh no, I can't fuck with y'all. Yeah, when I'm with my squad, I cannot do no wrong. Yeah, saucepan in the city, don't get misinformed. Yeah, they gon' pull up on you.
Take y'all down the road. Get y'all trapped up in the trap of the music. That's why they call it trap
Tryna
music.
hide from the camera. I ain't going outside today. Couldn't find hot tech, so I'm drinking on egg today. I'ma put up in style. We gon' do a drive-by in the rain. I'ma take it to trial. Pray the Lord I beat the case. That man that be calling, I don't do no talk. So get the f out of my face. Gotta take in a chop with $100,000 up in the race. You know I ain't sipping, you know that I'm with it. I shoot him right up in his face.
Damn.
You say that I'm tripping, you know that I'm dripping. I'm wrapped in saran today. I just
Yes, y'all are here for the Remix Morning Show, in case y'all didn't know. As we get y'all ready, y'all gotta hear what they listening to.
You listening to the Ear Doctor, okay?
Now let me introduce you.
You would never.
Let me introduce you to the one they call Burn It Down, Kim Brown. Okay. I was getting them in a young trap. Now rap. Used to be called hip hop.
I'm trying to think that I recognize anybody. I think I recognize Cardi.
Cardi about to drop her new album. You believe this is only her sophomore album? It's crazy. She been out this long and this is only her sophomore album. I mean, you talking about all them singles she put out, and this is only her second album. I mean,
The girl got more than 2 albums there, doctor.
okay, does she?
Well, shit, no, I don't. Fuck what I know. I don't know.
You forget. I
thought she had the one where she had the cover was like the Max Headroom. It was very like geometric prints, and she had on the shades. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody different. I thought she had, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I wish her well.
Well, we got our lead person in the street, Ricky Ryan, saying yes, this is her second album. But what do I know? I'm just a DJ that plays music for all ages.
Second album, fourth kid. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
I know she about to have another kid with a football player. Wow, I mean, get it, Cardi. Big up, Cardi.
Girl, you better get that Plan B and stop playing out
here. Cardi B, Plan B, you ain't right.
Plan B, Cardi B.
I mean, at least she, she picking guys that can make sure her kids are taken care of financially.
I guess.
But anyway, it's a bunch of mess.
Yeah, I'm mind my business.
Yeah. So how you doing? How was your Wednesday off?
It was great. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, just every day, you know, we get the confirmations that America's in a steep decline. And, you know, people who think like us, people who talk like us, we in danger, girl. We in danger, girl. Ooh, we in danger, girl. Not you. I'm not calling you a girl, but Molly, you in danger, girl. You know what I'm saying? But yes. So,
Oh, Molly
I,
Kerm.
no, from Ghost, the movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the sister that's no longer on First Take, the Barigua.
Again, I mind my business. I know I mind my business.
I be in these media streets, you know what I'm saying? Since we do media, you know, I make sure that everybody here is informed on what's going on outside of their media box.
So in the movie Ghost, Whoopi Goldberg tells Demi Moore's character, Molly, you in danger, girl. You don't remember that line?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So we in danger.
You think?
Well, doctor, when they talk about revoking people's passports based off essentially based off the things that they say, right? I
Oh,
mean,
word? That's what they saying. Cause I'm just renewing mine now.
I think you be all right. Be okay to be like, what kind of economic system do you support? Dog's like, I'm a black capitalist. All right. Stamp.
Stamp.
You can go to Jamaica. But the rest of us and the rest of y'all's know who I'm talking to, baby. Woo! Coming through customs is gonna be a different experience. It's like, what's it gonna be? Are they not gonna let us leave, or are they not gonna let us come back?
I'm Rico with all y'all motherfuckers, man. What you mean? Shit.
I was thinking the same thing.
He's like, wait a minute.
I said, wait a minute.
They be like, who's the founder of this chat? One of the founders of this channel. Y'all gonna be pointing with elbows and everything. Like,
you know they was taking pictures of Kamal when he was in DC. You know they was taking pictures of Kamal when he was in DC. They were like,
I'm telling like a motherfucker, boy. I tell you.
So it's funny, Ear Doctor. So I was working on our Curtis Mayfield tonight for that morning for a classical breakdown and looking at some of the samples that were used, especially from the Superfly soundtrack. And one was from Spice One. It's called Snitch Killers. It's brilliant.
A word, Snitch Killers.
Snitch Killers. It's brilliant. I said, oh, I gotta put that on the list. That Spice One is jamming there.
So you talking about later today at 11 o'clock when we cover Curtis Mayfield Part 2?
The soundtracks.
Classical breakdown. Y'all better come through. 11 o'clock. It's going down.
Let me tell you something. I watched Claudine, Ear Doctor. You know, Kamal.
That was a whole conversation the other day.
I was stressed watching Claudine. It is a stressful movie. I was stressed out from the jump. I was stressed. Diane Carroll got ride the bus. You know, she working class, single black mother out here. She gets their job, white lady, Miss Ann out here acting stupid. And then she crossed paths with James Earl Jones. He was, you know, the garbage guy picking up the trash. And he came up to her, started asking for her number. And she told him no like 3 times. And he said, aren't you on welfare? He said, you're not supposed to be on welfare and work this job. It'd be a shame if somebody
that nigga blackmailed her.
I was perplexed. I said, did this nigga just extort her for a date?
Oh, damn. That nigga was going to tell. Oh, man. That is
There was a lot going on in Claudine. I mean, then she gets home. She finally, the nigga bullies her into agreeing to go on a date. And so she's like, all right, come pick me up at 7 o'clock. So she shows up to her house, arms full of groceries. She walk in the door. She got about 17 children in there, bouncing off the walls, hanging from the chandelier. Like it's a crazy scene. And here comes James Earl Jones, come up to the door like, you ready? And it's like, she's like, nigga, I just got home. I haven't made no dinner. I need to take a bath. It was just a lot of, it was doing a lot. I don't think the movie aged very well, especially when it comes to, you know, boundaries and consent and that kind of shit. It was like, I was perplexed watching Claudine.
I tell you who's doing a lot, but not enough. Your boy community movement build is talking about true. Ain't he supposed to be on screen? Like, why are you in the chat room the way dating used to be? What? Get out of here. Yes, man. What's up with your mans and them?
Come out. I wasn't buying Diane Carroll or James Earl Jones in their roles. I'm like, these
Wait a minute. This dude says I'm at the airport.
At the airport? Picking somebody up? Turn the camera on. What you doing?
No. He'll say he's not coming. He don't put no text in the morning. And it says sorry. You are, my friend. You are. And where's your liaisons that's supposed to come up here and rock out with us?
Not your liaisons.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that word. I like it. Coming back to Atlanta. My bad. Love y'all. Oh my God. I can't with this guy, man. But speaking of yo, I'm sure you will be proud of your boy Cameron the other day. You know what he did?
That was just an odd sentence. I didn't know. Proud me of Cameron, my boy. What? Okay,
Yeah.
but no, what did Cameron
boy,
do?
that Cameron. Yeah. So he had his boxer on the show the other day, Adrian Bonner.
Oh, okay.
And he was on this show and he was kind of drunk and everything, and he kept trying to hit on the sister that's there working with her. Stat Baby. They kept messing with her. It's like, yo, you look so good, blah, 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 blah. And Cam was like, yo, chill with that, man. She got a boyfriend over here. You doing too much. So he's like, all right. And he kept going at her like, oh, man, I can't. Ooh, I can't. Just smile. He was like, yo, but man, you know what? Straight up, you violating. Let me give you your money and you need to go. Like, yo, you disrespecting the sister right here. Gave him money and said, yo, you got to get up out of the studio. I was like, Cameron, that's what I'm talking about. Get this nigga up out of the studio, coming in here all drunk, disrespectful, and violating the queen while she's sitting there in front of her boyfriend. Big up Cameron. I like that. Why you trying not to show no? You were trying so hard not to be like, okay, that's good. That's good. He stood up for the sister. Damn, Kim.
Did he stand up for her? Because well, I mean, I would have held that money, like, because again, you coming up being disrespectful and violation. That is you violate your money. You understand? Like, what did he really lose? He got put out, but he still walked out of there with his bread. He didn't lose nothing. There's no real consequence here, doctor, for being disrespectful. I mean, the nigga got put out. Okay, you think he gave a fuck? No. Why? Because he had all that money in his hand. If Cameron really wanted to show him that we don't tolerate disrespect, nah, dog, like you came in here disrespected. That's you violated, you know, the ethics of our staff, of our family here. You know what I mean? Nah, you don't get this bread. Sorry.
Okay, never mind. All right, so we have no Kamal today.
I misplaced my phone. My phone is in here somewhere, so I don't even have nothing to send you, my nigga. I have to go look for my phone.
And Jackie can't make it today because she's all cried out. She's all over you. She says she's tired. So
what does tired have to do with all cried out? What is that? Have you heard the lyrics to All Cried Out? Does it indicate that the person is tired, doctor?
No. They tired of crying. She's tired of crying about what's going on, so she needed a break. Get it?
Did she?
I'm too deep for you sometimes, Kim.
I think so. I think that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You had your coffee this morning?
I did. I had a single cup.
That's why it took you so long to come on screen. I got you.
I forgot what time it was. I was outside. I was tending to my garden, and I lost track of the time.
This early in the morning? What flowers was you?
I wasn't. I mean, I was looking at the shit.
What flowers was you on? What flowers are you on?
I don't have any flowers. I have vegetables and I have herbs. I have veggies and herbs growing.
Okay.
So. But I have a tomato growing. I'm very proud of it.
I guess that went over your head too. What flowers are you on? But never mind. I mean, I'm just this is too much this morning.
Well,
But
pull up the run sheet, dog. Me and you. Let's knock this news out,
all
man.
right. Anybody want to come on? Anybody in the chat besides?
This nigga putting calls out to anybody. Hey, I'm down for anybody. I'll take all week. You know, what I'm saying everybody's welcome.
All right, all right. So I guess I need to find this run sheet.
I got to say, Air Doctor.
What up?
So, I understand this is a different medium than, say, the radio. But when I did used to do radio, one of the sources of pride I would have was by my ability to work the phones. So, and not just when I'm giving shit away. Like I would, put out a question and y'all call me up, tell me what you think. My phones will always light up. Nigga, when I tell you, when I do call-in shows, I be begging for like 30 minutes for somebody to click the link. And it makes it hurts my ego just a little bit because I'm like, God damn, like, did I lose my touch? What's going on out here? I used to get the people wanting to call in and talk to me. Now that shit is like pulling teeth. And I even explained to the people, like, you don't got to turn on your camera like this,
Yeah, Manny now, come on. She's so real professional we got here. I need Manny Now's professionalism to come on screen and teach us of all the things that I don't know that she always points out.
Hey, Ear Doctor, I
I'm ready.
wanted to shout you
What up?
out because you got to meet one of your I don't want to call her a nemesis because I don't think y'all are enemies, but I'm glad that you got to talk to Sister Sheena in face to face on the camera, since you always got something to say about her in the chat.
Man, it's just, I got love for all my people out here, But anyway, yeah, man.
Shout out to Goddess Crew. Shout out to Goddess
Shout out to Goddess Crew. Shout out to all those who shall not be named right now that show love to the Ear Doctor on the regular.
He is love, Ear Doctor, because guess what? If they didn't care, they wouldn't even say nothing. So
That's
how
what
about that?
That's what it is.
Yes. Okay. They care enough to share their thoughts about things that you say and your thoughts.
No, because okay, so no, what was Ricky saying? Peep how you pipe down too, Kim. You said I pipe down. No, I realize it's not about me, it's about the show. You know what I mean? And if she's coming on to give good information, why would I go into back and forth with her? It's about the show. So that's what I'm concerned about, making sure that we give y'all some good visuals and information. That's it. Big up
Love
Goddess
you.
Crew. Continue to do the work you doing with BAP. Good work out here. All
Thank
y'all
you,
that's
Goddess
doing
Crew.
stuff. But all y'all that's behind those keyboards is just yapping about nothing. Just, big up to you too.
I think the point being, Ear Doctor, is that we do not always know what kind of work and engagement people are doing away from the chat. And I think this is a very active chat beyond, keyboarding it, you know what I mean? Out in the streets in real life, they be out there. And I don't think a lot of YouTube platforms can really say that we have an audience as engaged out in the streets as they are. You know what I mean? I appreciate that about this community. We have a community, Ear Doctor. Did you know that?
We do. I don't think they realize what we do neither. I think they think that I'll just be out here just joking.
No, Ear Doctor, I think your works are very evident. You work hard at your craft. And again, you give your time in ways that you really don't have to if you if you didn't want to, you know what I mean? So I appreciate and respect that in the work that you do with the Black Man Lab and other groups. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a very it's something that needs to be done point blank. And I growing up, I would say I was privileged to have certain things, so I'm gonna always make sure I'm able to give back to people that's less privileged. So that's always been a thing.
Word up. So part of the big news that's been circulating over last night was the announcement coming from ABC /Disney.
We gonna get into the news like that. We ain't gonna do our little break and then rock out.
So we can do whatever you want to do. You tell me what to do, boss.
Bows. All right, so let's do a quick little break. It's something I seen on when I be scrolling sometimes. Certain things I see, and I know. People ain't gonna agree with
I
it.
did see a video. Let me see if I can go find my phone. I saw a video made me think of you because it was this was outside of Philadelphia, and it was a family and they had a barbecue going, and the dad had a piece of lettuce that the mama or somebody had bought from the store. Ear doctor, they was putting this piece of lettuce over the
On the
fire.
stove, and it was plastic. I see the black guy.
Yeah, you saw that.
I seen it. The black dude was putting this. He was like, "I just bought this from the store. This stuff is plastic. It ain't burning." It's a lot of bullshit food out there like that. Like, you really got to check what you eating, y'all. I've been saying that from the first show. Like, read the back. Look for bite.
I hear you, but I don't know if you can read the back of the lettuce. You understand?
You can't read the back of the lettuce. Just try to buy organic if you can. If you can, I get it. Just check that shit as much as you can.
And I even feel like organic is a scam. You know what I mean? Like that's just marketing. That's just labeling. Like, oh, it's organic. That's who. Let's put this in the organic font. Oh, organic. You know what I mean? It don't mean nothing.
That is true. You never know what you fucking with nowadays. Shit.
But I did think about you. I said, "Oh, don't let Ear Doctor see this."
And I did.
I'm gonna see if I can find the chat as soon as I look at my phone.
And I did. All right, let's see. Computer.
I would shout out to Kamal, but you know.
This dude, yo, how do you not just text and be like, "Yo, I'm not gonna make it"? I'm just, and y'all saw me not professional. Come on, man. I've been here every 4 years. The last 4 years, at least once a day, once a week. God damn.
Listen,
and I never call out.
One of my favorite Wu-Tang lines, always applicable, man. Them older niggas ain't caring, son. Them older niggas ain't caring. Them older niggas ain't caring.
Let's take a quick break and let you get your phone and all that stuff, and we go get into some news. We might let some people come up in here and work with us today, see what they talk about, so we can do a radio style. All right. Let's get to it right here on the Remix Morning Show.
I be on it.
All day. Yeah. Welcome out, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into the Remix Morning Show. I go by the name of the Ear Doctor. Once again, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Go to patreon.com, become a member over there, and get footage that's rare. Donate where? At blkliberationmedia.org. Go there, donate. Also, go ahead and get you some merch, some fly gear to wear so you can let people know, and that is how you share. All right, boom. I was just scrolling. You know, sometimes you be just on the toilet or whatever, just scrolling. And that's when your knees go to sleep, your legs go to sleep because you've been scrolling for so long. You're like, God damn, I can't get up. So I was just scrolling. I just was thinking about, I had a conversation about hip hop the other day, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. So check this out, what I seen.
Wondered why every major rapper sounds like a broken record about death, drugs, and fake flexing? Because that's what's cool, right? Nah, that's conditioning. It's engineered destruction. In the 80s, rap was about truth, unity, and resistance. Then all of a sudden it flipped. Out of nowhere, every label pushed the same toxic script. In 1991, a private meeting went down. Music, execs, investors, politicians, one goal: turn chaos into profit.
Wait, what do you mean chaos profitable?
They realized the more you glorify crime, drugs, and self-destruction, the more broken kids you create. And broken kids, they're the easiest to control. That's the trap.
Look at the timeline. Before the 90s, rap was storytelling, struggle, survival, power. After 1991, it's glorifying the exact poison that keeps people stuck: addiction, flexing, and chasing illusions.
But why? Why destroy an entire culture like that?
Because broken people are profitable. You fill kids' heads with drugs and death, they end up in debt, addicted, or locked up. And guess who owns the record labels? The same financial groups that invest in private prisons. prisons.
Exactly. These banks sponsor the rappers pushing poison while they bankroll the prisons waiting to catch the fallout. It's a closed loop. The music sells the lifestyle creates the inmates, the prisons generate the profit.
And the ones who refuse to play along, the conscious rappers, the ones who try to uplift, they don't get radio play, no label backing, no Spotify pushes, because positivity doesn't feed the prison pipeline.
They don't want leaders. They want consumers. They don't want freedom. They want slaves. And they built an entire music genre into the perfect trap-engineered destruction, packaged as entertainment. Have you ever wondered why
Talk about that all the time. And some of my favorite shows, too, cartoons that I get to watch, we're able to put that together, a little mashup, a little information there for those who didn't know. With that said, let's go ahead and get back to the remix morning. Well, let's get back to Kim. Shit. Yeah.
I be on that kryptonite. I mean, I don't disagree wholly with that. I mean, I think it's a little oversimplistic because I think drugs and maybe not mass incarceration to the extent that it looked like in the 80s and 90s, but I mean, Gil Scott-Heron rapped about heroin, and the Curtis Mayfield talked about cocaine. Like, we already had drugs in our community pre-rap. We may not have had the incarceration problem to the extent that it got to be in the 90s, but it was still there. I mean, I don't know. I don't disagree with that whole sentiment, but
what was there to disagree with?
Because I don't think that these issues were created after the advent of rap music. You understand? Like, I think that these issues were already with our communities before rap. Now, certain elements of rap, let me be specific.
Well, we were talking about hip hop.
Oh, hip hop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I started off with.
But I'm saying, but the piece that you just played makes it sound as though after rap, then we had a drug problem in the community. Then we had a mass incarceration problem in the community. My argument is that these problems existed before rap became mainstreamed and popularized. Do you disagree with that?
I was just looking at how during that era when they did have the secret meeting with NWA and started putting their money behind those artists, that did happen. Like, yeah, everybody started being like, okay, well, let me make this type of music, and it was being pushed on the radio. So pretty much nothing they said was not true.
I don't ever remember hearing NWA on the radio.
Really? Down south it was.
They didn't play NWA on the radio.
Out west it was.
I don't know. Chat, check in, because I might disagree with you, Air Doctor, because shit, NWA came out 89. They was still day parting rap music on urban radio stations, meaning they wouldn't play the shit until after 6 o'clock in the evening. And NWA was explicit, and the radio edits. They didn't play NWA in DC. I'm sorry. Washington.
What it is? They played it. They played the hell out of it on the videos. Like, every time you turned on the videos, it was on there. You talk about Yo MTV Raps was playing it like the video like crazy. So when we talk about mainstream getting play and stuff like that, it was definitely on rotation big time on the video music box, Yo MTV Raps and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yes, I don't know. But see, also my youth, we didn't have cable. So and we didn't I lived in a place where they didn't have the box. Mm-hmm. So like videos, like seeing like black people videos especially was a treat because we didn't have cable and we didn't have the box where I lived. So when I got to see videos, I was like, ooh. So I know that not everybody got to see the videos in the same way because not everybody had cable.
Yeah. So it was a little different.
You was rich. You was an old mom and dad ass nigga. You had cable.
Yes, very proud to say I was. I appreciate it. My parents did what you're supposed to do: fight the revolution and keep a black family. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
What y'all got to say about that, niggas?
My dad said, "All right, y'all. Y'all be all right."
Very, very revolutionary family I come out of. So yes, we did that.
Lucky y'all.
Lucky it's not luck, sweetheart. That whole luck thing is giving praise due to outside of yourself. And when
Which
we
is
give,
fine because a lot of things do exist outside of yourself. Your ancestors exist outside of you,
well,
right?
don't you got to put some of your own into it too, don't you?
Of course.
So let's take that praise of the work we put in and be like, you know what, I did do that.
But you didn't do nothing. You didn't keep your parents together. What did you do? What did you do?
What did I do?
Yes.
I was the glue that helped to keep it together. Yeah. You know how parents get to arguing sometimes. They be like, well, we do got a family. We got to keep it together. So yeah. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Chat, y'all dealing with that?
I mean, you know, your doctor got answers. So what was your what's your so let me go ahead and put this link in the chat room. I already know who's gonna show them on screen, but what's you got your first story?
No. I thought you was looking up the run sheet.
Oh, I got the run sheet ready to go.
Okay, well run the run sheet then, Joe.
All right, run the run sheet. Let's see. All right, we got Bernie Sanders becomes the first U.S. senator to say Israel committing genocide in Gaza. I think that's one of the reasons I put Kalani on the front of the thumbnail is because she was one of the only artists that actually said something, you know, about this whole Gaza thing. All right, we got
Kalani can ring my doorbell right now. I'd be like, "Oh, hi, young lady. Who are you?"
You are.
I don't need solar panels. Thank you, though, sweetheart.
I found. Stupid.
Oh my God, these children. Ear doctor, you was playing a song before the show went on, and I was like, "Oh my God, I might barf," because it was some girl. I guess it was a girl. I don't know, but she had a
talking about Gangsta.
Yeah,
that was Kalani.
It was
talking about she needs a gangster. She needs a gangster.
Girl, you need to take away some of them voice filters. Like, how can y'all even enjoy this music? Because even if listen, but Ear Doctor, the whole song, she sang through a filter the whole fucking song. I feel like I'm listening to a robot. Like, I'm like, is this AI? Did AI make this song? Because it doesn't sound like a human voice. You know what I mean? It's so overprocessed and filtered and got all this shit on top of it. I'm like, is there an actual person behind all of this? I don't know. It doesn't feel authentic, and the frequency of that kind of music, like for me not to be able to hear an actual natural voice, it fucks up my frequency, and I'm like, you have to turn this off because it's bothering me. It's throwing me. It's disturbing to the force. I don't like it.
Well, that's how a lot of this music is. My sister, she just got her citizenship to Bermuda. That's where her original family is from. And she sent me this song about "So Proud to Be a Bermudian." This is the most light-skinned song I've heard in my life. And I mean, it had the whole auto tune on it and everything. I was like, oh my God.
That Kalani song you was playing, that shit was pretty light skinned too. I need a gangsta. And that's the whisper bitch shit I'm talking about. Like, girl, and when she did, I guess, eke out what some might consider a note. I'm like, girl, ooh, that all that note came from up in here. She ain't sing none of that shit from down in her diaphragm. And it's like, ugh. And I understand not every artist, because not all of our artists that we enjoyed coming up are the greatest singers. Whew. I saw Mary J. Blige's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance. Ear Doctor. She should have not did that. She sounded terrible.
Oh my God.
She sounded terrible, bro. Like, she didn't sound rehearsed. She didn't sound warmed up. She had some little broad come out there. Ella May. Now that little chick came out there and
yeah, she could sing.
She gave a couple notes.
Yeah,
I said, okay, little light skin, I see you.
But
But Murray sounded terrible, dog.
Oh, yeah,
Not say it was bad. I was like, girl, you should have just let the tribute niggas get the tribute. And you sat.
That's how they be. They be like, oh, they be sitting there, see, like, I gotta do. You know, I get it. But let's go ahead and get into the news. I'm gonna slap the map.
Hey, let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Remix Morning Show, Thursday morning edition. This is the 18th day of September on the year 2025. It's Kim and the Ear Doctor. You guys get 3 hours of us. How fortunate
Three
for
for
you.
real. God damn. And the other hour is us preparing for the third hour. Shit.
Just me and you hanging out today, Naga. So anyway, for everybody that wants to hang around, you're welcome.
I gotta stop having late night puzzle dates. Good Lord. I wasn't fully prepared. Let's go.
Shout out to Kamal Franklin. Shame. Shame. No shout out, actually. Shout outs are rescinded. Shame. Y'all shame Kamal in the chat. Shame. Kamal did not tell us that he would not be here today. Very light skin. That's light skin behavior.
That's super light skin. That's beige skin.
That's magic. Wow, you're doing light skin things.
Oh God.
Girl. So anyway, thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate y'all support, especially as we celebrate 50,000 subscribers this week.
Blup. Big up, man. Keep subscribing, and then go to Patreon, hit that like, and we need some more subscribers. So let's hit that 75 mark next.
Let's get it. So I think Ear Doctor is going to drop the link in the chat if we have any.
Yeah, I think I did already.
Adventurous and or brave, courageous.
I think I did.
Or angry. If y'all got something to say, you got something on your mind, you've been wanting to tell Kim and Ear Doctor about their trifling ass selves.
Come on, Musa. We seen to get Come on, Musa. Come on, screen. We seen to get along very well. You know
Musa is excellent.
Yeah,
Musa is excellent. So yeah, we'll take Musa. We'll take everybody. So come on up here.
Not everybody. But let's get into this.
But see, Ear Doctor, that to me is the beauty of the phones, as it were. You never know who's on the other end.
I know. Now, you know what's crazy is now we can see who's calling, and then now they can actually have conversations with us in the little chat room. Like we could be seeing what the wild shit they be saying. Like before, we was in our zone. We was doing radio. We was doing our thing. And we wasn't even worried about what they were saying unless we picked up the phone to even hear what they were saying. Now we see their whole thoughts on the side of the screen. Big up technology. All right, so I got a story.
Yes.
And let me just go ahead and pull it up. And it's pretty much about what's going on. This lady that was trying to help students that didn't have enough money to pay for their lunch. And she wound up getting fired. So let's check it out.
A Shelby County Schools cafeteria worker has officially lost her job after receiving money that she says was benefiting students. The Shelby County School Board hosted a hearing on Monday night to discuss Yvette Dunn's future. According to the superintendent, Dunn violated protocol by not informing the school about accepting donations intended for students who couldn't afford lunch, using the funds to help them pay. Dunn says that her own children attended Shelby Elementary, but her pleas falling on deaf ears, losing her job at the school.
I made a mistake, and I think I should, be able to go back to my job. In my opinion, I think I should have just got suspended for 2 weeks, but I've been off since October. But I don't think I should get terminated just for not telling confidentiality.
Dunn says that she did not misuse any of those funds and that they were all in support of the school's PTO.
What's your thoughts there?
I think the internet keep getting us by recycling old stories, because the story I brought up on Tuesday about the young black kid waving the Confederate flag on his campus, someone in the chat said that, well, that was from 2011. I said, oh wow. Well, and the little context cue in the tape there, she said she's been off since October. Does she mean, so she's been off the whole
Damn, that had to be late then, right?
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out. So timeline notwithstanding, it is a feature of this system to punish people who are actually trying to help those who have less than themselves. There was a story recently out of Baltimore, and I wish I could remember which park it was, but a group of neighbors cleaned up a city park, put benches, made it real nice, made it got all the broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the car. Like, they got rid of all that shit, cleaned all the shit up. Baltimore City sent these people a notice telling them they had to take all the nice shit they put up down because it didn't receive proper approval.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, the city wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? The people took the onus upon themselves to do what was needed in the community to improve it, and they got punished for it. So this is sort of reminding me of that. Like, you try to take it upon yourself. Like, if you help poor people, shame on you. Bad. The system doesn't like that unless it's coming through, the foundation sector or the charity sector or the nonprofit sector. The system don't like when other, marginalized people try to help each other out. So I appreciate the effort that she undertook, but it's so fucked up that, well, if you don't do things in the proper protocol, you can lose your job, or actually you just broke the law. And it's like,
well, let's get a West Coast perspective from Don.
Hey, nephew,
what's good, Auntie? What's
nephew?
Good, Doctor?
Good Lord, you got so much words on the screen, we can hardly see your face.
Oh, that's true. I gotta.
It's you gotta sit up straight. There you go.
Straight. Mm-hmm.
All right, work
nephew,
on that posture.
I have been missing you from my chat. I thought you was mad at me, so I'm glad to see you come up here and hang out.
No, girl, I didn't fucked around and got a job.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh, you done sold out.
You forget. Shut up, man.
Nigga done sold out to the man. Now he collecting that check. Now let me find out.
Man. So I'm a para-educator with one of the local school districts, and that's what I'm studying to do. Period. Become a special ed teacher and stuff like that. So and it's a pretty good gig. And I'm happy with where I'm at and stuff like that.
Well, that's good. And within the story that we just covered, since you are dealing with students, and I know you come across some students that be hungry in class, be sleepy because they're dealing with a lot of different things. And I was even thinking about with the community canvassing, when we talking about having your own force of not your own police force. What if you was to do that, and then you tried to go out and then have your own police force and solve problems and this, that, and the third? Would they be like, oh no, you can't do that, we have to do it, and when you do it, it's wrong? So this whole same thing is happening within the school. Instead of them coming up with some type of program to help these students that can't get the lunch, they like, oh fuck that, no lunch. So what have you seen within the school system over there, Don?
Okay, so I'm gonna take it back to the employee perspective. One of the things that I've also hated to see, because I've worked nutrition services in local school districts before. One of the other things that I'll hate to see is the school districts or the government also refuses to feed the teachers there, right? So they already not paying the teachers enough. And then it's like a teacher cannot go in there and get and there's extras every day, period. Like don't let them make you think, or the stories that you're hearing or the perspectives that from which they're presented, don't let them make you think that it's not enough resources, especially in this country of the United Snakes, right? Never let them make you think that there is not enough resources. So they very stingy with their food, as if it's coming out of the superintendent's pockets directly. And I do see some of these kids going hungry simply because they mama might make a little bit too much on paper, right?
That happens too.
So they real stingy with the food and the resources down there in the cafeteria in these schoolhouses. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, since we got you over here, anything else going on over there in the West Coast we need to know about?
I was
Maybe Don, hold on. I wanted to ask you because the white pride rally not too far from you, right? Where the whites came out and was like, was white men fight back in the wake of Charlie
Oh,
Kirk?
in Huntington Beach. Yes. Oh, Huntington Beach is where I go to get called a nigger. So
You don't go.
no. Okay. So they have Golden West College out there, which I do occasionally engage, take classes there every now and then. There is a black student body there. It's less than 2%, but it's there, right? Yeah, like I said, Huntington Beach is where I go to get called, hard R, and it very much doesn't surprise me at all. Huntington Beach had to get sued by the state for affordable housing and stuff like that. Huntington Beach is very much a front for the conservative white supremacy and the conservativeness and all of that stuff. Not white supremacy, my bad. The colonialism is at a head in Huntington Beach, and it's crazy because the surrounding cities are Mexican.
Well, that's obviously the problem, right? The whites feel invaded, right? When they say white men fight back, obviously the white men are being held down and oppressed in Huntington Beach. There's a shortage of acceptable housing. They have issues finding jobs. I understand why the white men want to fight back because they don't have anything, Don. Everything's been taken from them. And it's in part from people like you. You've been there over there taking everything from the white man. That's why he got to go out there and stand up and fight back.
I'd be taking all the resources. If it wasn't for me getting food stamps as a single college student, right? The white people, if it wasn't a whole bunch of me's walking around, right? 2% of these Orange County college campuses, if it wasn't a bunch of me's walking around,
Well, we appreciate you, Don. We got some more callers that's coming through right now.
All right.
Bring them
It
on
was
screen.
so good. It was so good to see you, Auntie Kim, and y'all. Thank you so much. And y'all audience, do not forget, this is Ear Doctor's Internet. Where this nigga at? Right where he's supposed to be at 0700.
Let him know. Let him know. Diddy Dawn in this bitch.
Uhuru.
Uhuru. West Side, hold it down. Peace out.
Yay. Okay.
And now we got Dre in the building.
What's poppin'?
Dre.
Straight from Harlem, Uptown.
Wait.
What's up?
Is this Dre with or without? Which Dre is this?
Yeah.
Oh, Dre. Yeah, Dre NY, but he out in the Ohio.
Yeah, I mean,
OHIO.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yo, why do people still wear wave caps and they ain't got waves, man?
I got locks under here. That's why.
You better clap this nigga Dre. Don't let this nigga come you crazy.
Nah, he already lost. So it's a
true like statement.
Yeah,
like why do people wear wave caps and they ain't got waves?
It's because it's a headdress at the end of the day.
Ah, okay.
Because if you think about it, if you take it back to early 90s, motherfuckers was wearing wave caps with nothing under it. Like
facts, right? With the baldies, like in the 2000s, like crazy.
Was licking his lips with a wave cap on his head. He has a whole song about his head being a shark's fin, his cap being a shark's fin, because he has no hair.
Shark's fin. Damn. So what's going on your side, man? What you popping in? What's good?
Oh yeah, I was just popping in to just say what up because I see y'all bored out here and trying to keep the thing going. And I heard that y'all was talking about people dealing with homelessness and children dealing with homelessness. I know my brother passed away in May. In June, actually. No, actually it was the 1st of May. It feels like time just is I'm stuck in time. Nevertheless, but he was battling homelessness and stuff of that nature. Regardless of whether they be children or they be adults, they're seen as the unwanted, the ne'er-do-wells, the discardables. Like, because people will talk about, shout out to Black Myths, talk about like the prison industrial complex and how much money private prisons make and all that other stuff. But it's like, really, they use prisons to just put people away off to the side. So like people that dealing with homelessness that get locked up so they can have 3 hots in the cot, it's they are making some, some money with some private businesses that do use the labor, but overall it's just like how it's an eyesore. Like I live in Ohio in the equivalent to what would be like downtown Manhattan kinda. And they do what they used to do when I was in Harlem, where like I used to walk all the time and I would see basically cop cars kind of play barrier to from 100th Street on the east side to walking over to 99th and like whatever on the east side. You would see like the community change, but you would also see the police presence change and see where the police are trying to see where you going at. It's the same way over here. When I'm walking from where I live at and going downtown Ohio, you see cop cars kind of like making sure this area is cool, but every place else like nah, because they protecting property.
Real talk, right?
Trey, wasn't it some National Guards from Ohio sent to DC? Am I remembering that correctly?
I am not sure, but I'm gonna take your word just because Ohio is like that. Like there's a lot of militias out here, like guns are big out here, like it's wild. Like it's ridiculous.
Midwest.
I mean, especially since they got rid of you can still get a concealed carry because concealed carries carry over to different states that allow concealed carries, right? But some states you don't need a concealed carry anymore. Ohio was a state you needed one, and now you don't need one. That don't mean you can go state to state. I mean, unless you're driving, but that don't mean you can go state to state. But what it does mean is now you can just basically, if you can cop one, you don't need a concealed carry to have it, concealed.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's good and bad in a way because I hope this in states like Ohio and Indiana and coming to find out Utah, but if it's permitless and all of that, they don't really do a whole nigga. Go get your shit. Go get your things.
I mean, the thing is, the thing that we forget is that America makes a lot of guns. There's a lot of gun companies that they're connected to that either America directly is involved in making or they got alignments with. So the whole thing of everybody having a pistol and it being a Wild Wild West and turning into purge isn't really realistic because a lot of people just get. This isn't to take away from the threat, obviously, of guns, but a lot of people just get guns because they just want guns. Because a lot of them, if you look at a lot of people ain't using those guns like they said they would be using those guns. So it's the whole thing of like, yo, let me just get as many as possible. Again, I live in Ohio. As soon as I got here, I ain't gonna tell you how many, but as soon as I got here, it got different because it's Ohio. So like you could just do, because they know at the end of the day, it's consumerism. It's just showing you how deadly consumerism is. That I get circulars about guns. Do you know what I get circulars about buying new pistols.
Wow.
Like I get a Kroger circular and do you want a new AK? Like,
oh damn.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey, I remember moving down to Florida first. I was like 16 years old. I had a packing a little 22. I was like, I don't know motherfuckers around here, and they roll up. It is what it is. But Dre, thank you for coming in and doing your thing. We got more calls coming through. So
Dre, thank you.
Thank you.
And somebody said, could you say Harlem real quick?
Harlem.
There it is. All right. All right. Next, we got no other than Musa.
Hey,
what's up? What's up? I heard my name called out.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. We rubbed the lamp and there you are.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So Musa, what's going on in the ATL?
A lot is going on in the ATL. Also, if anyone from my job is watching this is pre-recorded.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is
pre-recorded. I actually wanted to talk to you about hip hop and this little clip that you played. If if the ear doctor got an open ear,
Oh boy, here you gonna teach me, Musa?
I mean,
you gonna teach me about hip hop. Well, how old are you again?
I don't say that on air.
Okay, go ahead.
Musa is a student of music. Irrespective of their age, they are wise beyond their years. So
classical breakdown, I already know.
Yeah, we gotta have a round 2 for the classical breakdown.
Yeah. So talk to me.
Listen, man, the video made a lot of good points about the values in hip hop nowadays, the politics, the principles. They're gone, they're disappeared. But I think similar to when Jared talks about Black buying power, if you ignore the underlying like systems and structures of why an industry or a people would start doing a certain thing, you're left with no choice but to blame ourselves and blame Black people. So it's not that there was some secret meeting in 1991 where execs decided to make these choices. It's like all industries, all cultural industries under capitalism, eventually, as
You
they
said it wasn't a meeting?
the meet
they did have the meeting, but go ahead.
That specific meeting has been debated for decades. That's not the point. But you know, the point is, it's not like a secret cabal of individuals. It's like the capitalist system is gonna, as any industry develops, the goal is profit. Hip hop is no different. So it started off with like the Bronx is burning and we're coming together and we got these core values. But the more and more and more capitalism gets involved, it's literally inevitable, impossible for it to go any other way. You know, so I hate when we kind of blame ourselves for things where we're just the tiny little part of a much larger machine. That's all.
But didn't it blame the corporations for doing this in the video?
It blamed the corporations, but to Kim's point, it acts as if none of these things were happening prior to 85 or 91.
But we were talking about hip hop. I think that's where y'all getting it confused. We were just talking about a certain genre of music. Now, yeah, we could go back to the 70s and talk about the soul and R&B, disco era and all that stuff, but we were specifically talking about hip hop.
But you're talking about the effect that hip hop and rap had on our community specifically, and the problems that the individual in the video was listing off as hip hop bringing these issues or these problems to our community. I say those issues existed pre-hip hop. So what do you think hip hop did?
Well, but also like there was beef, there was conflict, there were even the early original rappers who were up to some real fuck shit before 91, before the meeting, quote unquote. What happens is you just have an industry that amplifies specific elements within hip hop, but those elements, you know, negative elements were always there. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we can look back at someone like an MC Shan who quite literally was beefing with every single person who walked, if possible. And so like it's not that. My point is like it's a capitalist system that's going to highlight and elevate whatever can make the most money for a very short period. We had like Queen Latifah and Africa Bambaataa, and we had a real specific kind of politic that made a lot
85 to around 91. That's when you started getting more rappers talking about their neighborhood, and because you had a whole lot of positivity, but then you had Cool G rap that was also in the late 90s, 88, 89 era that was talking about the street shit. And then it transformed and everybody started talking about their hood. You went to Nas, you went to Naughty by Nature, you went to Onyx. It was a whole bunch of people started specifically talking about their neighborhood and what was going on. So I don't know. The music kind of changed in a way where people was like, all right, let me concentrate on talk about my neighborhood, because other people seem to be doing it and it seems to be working. Maybe not. I don't know.
But that was getting pushed, right? So when we say it was working, that's what the label decided to put its money behind to push and promote, right? So that's why it worked, because it got the push. And that's why Afro-centered rap or positive rap started to falter, because it wasn't getting that same push. It wasn't getting the same, you know, unfortunately it fell victim to a trend, to a cycle that now we have seen be created out of hip hop. But I think those cycles are kind of artificial, because the labels put what they wanted to have amplified, the messages and the kind of rap that they wanted to hear. Like, I don't disagree that the corporations absolutely pushed gangster rap, so-called gangster rap onto the youth. It you know, in sacrifice of other rappers maybe rapping about other things. I don't dispute that, Ear Doctor, but I don't think that rap, I still don't think it's like the root of our ills. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. It's not the root of our ills. Go ahead.
I would also say too, like what happens around this time period you're talking about, late 80s to early 90s, is the explosion of mass incarceration, right? You got the crime bill, you have stop and frisk at an all-time high. And even when you look at like the early beginnings of hip hop in like a war zone, I mean, in the Bronx is burnt down. Everyone knows, a lot of people know that history. Like the art on one hand, it's always going to be a reflection of, like you're saying, the neighborhood, the environment, the conditions. Because even today, with the stuff that you and I would probably turn our nose up at, talking about perks and lean and all this, those rappers say the same thing. I'm just rapping about my environment. I'm just rapping about my neighborhood and what I've went through. So that's, I feel like you got to look deeper than that, because even the positive rappers and the negative rappers all feel like they are just a reflection of their reality. Like that, that part is across the board, no matter if they're talking about pussy rap or quoting Fred Hampton on a bar, To say what's happening in Atlanta, though, this Saturday, we have Curb Fest for political prisoners, BAF Atlanta, WRFG. We got about Black Men Build. I think there's like a dozen different organizations coming together to uplift, fight for, educate about our political prisoners. So that's this Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m.
Speaking of, I got to get Wanique some more mixes to play on WRFG. Big up the WRFG.
We need you to, I'm a co-host on Rap, Revolutionary African Perspectives, every Monday, WRFG 89.
What time?
7 to 8 p.m. So we need you to come through and maybe do a mix live for us in the studio.
7 to 8?
7 to 8.
I do a Black Man Lab every Monday at that time. But we'll see if we can make it.
I'll be sharing y'all stuff on our Rap Instagram story. I don't know.
Appreciate it.
Account, whoever runs that account, we're real locked in right now.
Nice. Good work. Appreciate you, Musa. We got another call coming in. Thank you for coming in and rocking out and continue to do the work. You know what I'm saying?
Love the locks. Come in the club, shaking them dreads, throwing these bows, busting these heads.
Hey. Next we got Sensibel.
Hey,
Kim!
Sandy!
How you doing?
I miss you. How are you?
I miss you too. I ain't been on screen with you in a minute. I got a mini rant, man.
Go on.
Mini personal rant. Okay, so I'm in IT.
Hi, Isabel.
Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm in IT. I have, I'm a systems analyst, so I don't do any tech support or anything like that. But I've been at this company for 13 years. I have a certain level of, I always had like an admin account on my laptop and everything. But, we got new security policies and shit. So they took away my admin stat, fucked up my whole shit. I'm like, so I got to ask your permission to install shit now? And I get it. Fine. But I'm like, yo, I've been here the longest. I'm special. I should get special treatment. Anyway, so that's why it took me so long I'm still trying to fix this shit until I don't start work until 10. So they'll fix it at 10 when when I'm officially on. But shit, I got shit to do.
Let me ask you a question, Zenzi.
Please.
As a person in this workforce, in this work world, after Charlie Kirk caught one in the Dome piece, have you felt or have you seen or have others communicated to you that they may feel like a chilling effect, because obviously people are getting doxxed for posting whatever their antipathy or indifference was about Charlie Kirk getting it, and lots of people apparently have lost their jobs, from doctors to teachers to all kinds of professionals are losing their gigs. Have you heard or felt or have people expressed to you any kind of concern about their employers monitoring their social media, even more so than maybe they had been previous to this? What say you? What are you hearing?
Okay, number one, I work at one nonprofit organization. I'm in IT for one organization. It's relatively large, but it's still one organization. And so I also work remotely. So the only time I talk to people is when I'm in meetings with them. So I personally, I know I'm very, very well aware of what happens. I'm very well aware of what can happen and the threats. I personally do not know anybody that's received any. I do not know anybody that's lost a job. But then again, I know people in my family that work for Social Security. I know people in my family that have other federal jobs, and so far, they're okay, but they're not okay. I know someone who works at a university who, they get funding, they get federal funding. So a lot of people aren't comfortable, even though, I'm spoiled. I'm in New York City. I'm in a neighborhood where, I'm not in Brooklyn anymore. I'm still mad about that. But the neighborhood I'm at, I don't see a white person at all. So I'm not saying that it doesn't happen to me personally. And also, the people that I interact with on social media, I am very, very careful about who I have a very private profile, who I'm friends with, who I let in my space. I have, groups and filters and stuff like that. And so the people that I interact with, Black folks, primarily, first of all, a lot of them have, if they didn't have a level of political awareness, they do from following me. So I haven't heard anything personally. Now I'm going to say this to every single person. And I know this, includes me as well, whatever, starting yesterday, fuck it. If you are using your work computer, this has always been the case. That is their property. They can do whatever. They can monitor you. It is not your personal machine. I don't give a shit how much people could rant. It's in my house. I don't give a fuck. They paid for it, even if they didn't. If they have, if there's an agreement, and there usually is an agreement, that is their equipment, they can monitor you. Now, me knowing, and also I don't ever feel like I've been monitored. Everything is quite possible, but I'm just not really all that paranoid about it. I do what I can to have firewalls and protections and stuff like that. That's what I do. So I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Just like I tell people, I haven't been harassed by the police. I know that shit happens all the time. So I am very well aware that I tell people, to be careful, but I also am like, fuck that shit, talk your shit anyway.
Just do it on your burner computer and not your work computer.
Do it on your personal phone, your personal computer. Do that shit. Keep your profiles private unless you are a public figure. There is no reason for you to have a public Instagram account where everybody can see it, and even then it's like there are people that work for Instagram that can see your shit, even if your shit is private. I talk shit anyway. I take responsibility for that, but I also been in IT for 30 years. So I do, and yes, D-Nifty, it boils down to the actual employment policies of each company that normally you have to sign when beginning your employment. Exactly. And, I know people don't like to read, documentation that they sign. Read that shit. People, now at my company, we've been pretty, for the most part, lax, and we ain't got time to be going in there monitoring everything that you do unless there is a reason. We do not have access to your passwords. That is our policy. There are other companies that may do that. We don't. And so now we can go in, and even when we go in and remote into your computer, you have to agree to let them in. And there are times when we can go in without your permission, but you can tell somebody's in your computer. So I think that just educate yourself. That's why it really frustrates me. You don't have to be a computer whiz to be smart with computers. People, I'm going to rant. People that are really, really proud that they're, computer illiterate or whatever. That's really not something to be proud of in this day with all this shit. I'm looking at you, Kim, too. It's really nothing to be
I'm
proud
not
of.
computer illiterate. I don't know how fully to work my YouTube channel.
Here's the thing, Kim. Kim, that is okay. That I'm not telling you to go into into the deepness or whatever, but there are some things that people can be careful about that they choose not to be.
I agree.
There are some things that people can be aware of and they choose not to be. And that's all I'm saying. Just be really, really sensible. Have I discussed politics with my coworkers? I have not seen my coworkers in 5 years since I went remote, unless I'm having a meeting with them about work. And no, I don't, because I'm not fucking business. And also, I'm friends with the Black folks at work, whatever. But no, I just,
All right.
And one last thing, first of all, because Ear Doctor be acting like, yeah, you got the button and shit, but I don't give a fuck.
I would.
I know you would. Months ago, I sent a proposal to Kamal, who never checks his email, about, and I mentioned it to y'all, about a classical breakdown about new music that that people may not have heard of, because I'm sick of people talking about ain't no good music out there, blah, 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 because we're depending on radio to tell us what's good and what's out there. And apparently that message went out into the ether, I would also have another idea.
No, we heard it. We heard it. We just ain't get to it
You
yet.
said no? Okay.
No, we just didn't get to it. We so busy work. Our whole thing was classical breakdown, so we wanted to deal with the classics
Okay,
that a
fine.
lot of people haven't heard before, so they can learn. So that's why.
I got some of that too. Also, classical breakdown where we have, children of classical people like Alex Isley came from a legacy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gerald Levert, even though he's classical, and his daddy classical. There are people that their children are just as talented, may not be in the same venue, in the same like genre or whatever, but they killing it, and they come from a long line.
Well, thank you for your ideas, Isabel. We'll definitely put them in a hat and swirl it around and pick it out.
Thank you. Appreciate your insight, Zenzi.
Thank you. Good to see you, Kim. Love
giving us
you,
some
chat
IT
room.
stuff.
Bye,
Love
guys.
you,
All right.
Zenzi. Bow. So, Ear Doctor,
what's up?
He says what? So, thinking about how so-called free speech, not to say that Black folks ever had it, and every time we utilized our ability to speak up for ourselves and to talk about our situation, we were usually punished for it. But it is interesting to me to see white folks be punished for their speech. With Jimmy Kimmel getting his show suspended indefinitely. I think I'm suspended indefinitely from a radio station, so that nigga ain't never going back to his show. Yeah, you ain't hear that?
Oh well, let me pull up this piece of news that our good friend Erica has laced us with.
Big up, Sister Erica.
Yeah, let me see if
episode
I
of
can get
Brokish.
to it.
New
Yeah,
episode of
make sure y'all check it. All right, so I'm about to pull it up right here.
Ooh, you want to tell us every step of the way, huh?
That's my production extraordinaireness. All right, Disney's ABC pulls Jimmy Kimmel live after FCC chair criticizes the host Charlie Kirk comments. All right, let's check it out and see what they're talking about here.
Network saying Jimmy Kimmel Live will be preempted indefinitely. It comes after Kimmel's recent comments about Charlie Kirk. Here's our latest reporting.
Tom, that's right. ABC telling NBC News that they will be taking Jimmy Kimmel's popular late night show off of the air indefinitely after comments the late night host made earlier this week about Charlie Kirk's assassination and the motives of the man accused of killing him. Now, this also comes just hours after FCC Chairman Brendan Carr suggested that the FCC could take action against Disney and ABC for Kimmel's comments. And it also comes after Nexstar Media Group announced in a statement that their affiliates would not be airing the shows, saying that they, quote, strongly objects to recent comments made by Mr. Kimmel concerning the killing of Charlie Kirk. Now, NBC News, we've reached out to Kimmel for comment, and we have not yet heard back.
So
tonight.
So Jimmy Kimmel, what he said was very innocuous. I mean, I wouldn't have gave a fuck if it was disrespectful, but it wasn't. It wasn't disrespectful to
What
Charlie
did he say?
Kirk. He said that the MAGA mob or the MAGA gang is doing their best to distance themselves from this kid, referring to Tyler Robinson, the alleged sniper. He said that MAGA is trying to distance themselves away from this kid as though he's not one of them. And in the meantime, Charlie Kirk's people was grieving. It's all very tame. The clip is out there. And it didn't even air from my understanding. I think this was from his Monday monologue. So the FCC chairman threatening to pull ABC's broadcasting license is very serious. Two other media companies, one was named in the package there, Nexstar Media, which is a smallish company that, the local TV stations are owned right across the country, and companies own, you know, a cluster of them, etc. Another broadcasting company, Sinclair Broadcasting, of which Baltimoreans will be very familiar, the owners of Fox 45. Well, they also own, I suppose, a handful of ABC affiliates in their TV portfolio. And they went a step further. They said not only were they not going to air Jimmy Kimmel's show on their ABC stations, but they are demanding that Kimmel apologize, send money. They said no, he need to run a check to Charlie Kirk and turn
That's
him.
all they want.
Hmm?
I said that's all they want is a check.
Well, no, they want silence. They want dissent. If you are not properly mourning the execution of this Klansman, then then you will be punished and you will be made. And like, this is why people are getting doxxed. People are getting fired from their jobs because of their opinions about a fucking white supremacist catching one in the melon. And this is the portion of the program where they are moving on to include dissenters as those that will be targeted. Not to say that people who have expressed opinions or activist organizers who have done work against capitalism and against the empire have been targeted the whole time. But when they start coming after moneyed white men, baby, you know, me and you is cooked. Okay, all of us cooked over here. And I'm not going to shed no tears for Jimmy Kimmel. Again, Jimmy Kimmel's a multimillionaire. He's a white guy. He's going to end up just fine. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming to burn a cross on his front lawn. He's going to be all right. But when they come after the likes of Kimmel and Colbert and they're losing their livelihoods, I just wonder how long we're going to be allowed to be on Google's internet. You know what I'm saying? Before they get a letter. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Complaining about what the fuck we talk about and how we tell these niggas to go suck it. But
I think the dope thing about, even though, you know, they say things happen how they supposed to, I think even the fact that we are demonetized allows us a little, especially we're not corporate backed by anybody. No corporations are paying for no break.
We wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I want people to look a little deeper when they listen to programs such as like Ricky Smiley and the Breakfast Club. You understand? You're not going to get you're not going to get a level of critique of corporatism in America and the empire. You never hear it. You're never going to hear it there. Why? Because that's a corporate platform, and they have to toe the corporate line if they want to keep them corporate checks coming. So anyway.
Facts. All right. Well, good stuff. Got
bad stuff. It's not good stuff.
No, good reporting. Because that was a story that. What did we just talk about? My mind is just.
Let me say something else here real quick.
So let's take a quick break because I gotta get my mind right, and then we're gonna come back and I'll let you pull your story up and you can put it in the private chat over here. You don't know how to do that.
It's not a matter of not know how. Again,
just email it.
It's not a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of ability. You understand?
Okay, got you. All right, so let's take a quick break and then we're gonna come right back right here on the Remix Morning Show. Let me do this like this. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Time for a remix on the remix. Right here, right now.
What up, son? I heard they got you on the run for a body. Now it's time to stash the guns. They probably got the phones tapped, so I won't speak long. Give me a hot second, and I'ma put you on. It's all messed up, somebody snitching on the crew. And word is on the street is they got pictures of you. Homicide came to the crib last night, 6 deep. Asking on your whereabouts and where you sleep. They said they just want to question you. But me and you know, that once they catch you, all they do is just arrest you, then arraign you, hang you. I don't think so. It's a good thing you bounce for now, just stay low. Once in our crew, I check to see how you doing. I know you need loot, so I send it to Western Union. They probably knock down the door in the middle of the night. Sometimes around 4, hoping to find who they looking for, but they won't proceed. All they gonna find is mad empty bags of weed.
All right. Let me take you to a time and place. Let me take you back to 1995. We talking about Mobb Deep off their album The Infamous. The name of that song is Temperatures Rising. Crystal Johnson, mixed with a little bit of 1997 off that New Eurekan Soul Masters at Work album. With New Eurekan Soul Masters at Work is the artist, and the name of that song is I Am the Black Gold of the Sun. This is the Remix Morning Show. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, go to patreon.com, become a member over there, get footage that's rare, and donate where? At blkliberationmedia.org. Get you some merch so you can rock out and share it and let people know this is what I watch. All right, with that said, let's get back to it right here with no other than Burn It Down, Kim Brown.
I am the black gold of the sun.
That was nice. That was
Very
beautiful.
much.
I
Thank
dug
you.
it.
That New Eurekan Soul, boy, that's hard. And big up to Mobb Deep, about to drop October 10th, their next album, Infinite. And yeah, I
So
seen the track list.
when you say they,
Well, it's coming off Mass Appeal's Nas record label. And Havoc is doing it. He got a bunch of people on the album with him. He got Clips, he got Nas, he got some other, he got her on there. They got her. A bunch of different people. It looks like it's gonna be a good album, and they already dropped one single, Mobb Deep Against the World, which is pretty dope.
yes, but how are we calling this a Mobb Deep album? You know, when it's 50% of Mobb Deep.
Nah, it's Prodigy's on it too. You know they got old verses. Listen. I mean, the one I heard already sound like he's still here, so it was dope. I was like, okay.
It's weird. Is it old verses? Is it AI? Like what?
No, it's
what
old
is it?
verses. Some are old recordings that they did that they just never put out. So it's not AI though.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I guess.
you know, you got to make it happen. I mean, they also De La Soul's album's coming out, so you know they're gonna have to pull up some old verses from Dave. It is what it is. That's the times we living in right now.
I guess it's bad. I mean, even when you are in the grave, they will find a way to capitalize off of your talent or off of your,
Hey,
the fruits of your labors.
Man, I was good to hear Prodigy's voice again. I ain't gonna even hold you. Like even on that what was it, the Smith and Wesson album, they got a verse from Prodigy. Sounds great. Sounds great.
I mean, I just got rinsed of that like after Pac died. And it's like Pac dropped the album every year for like 7 years in a row after he died. I'm like, all right, y'all, this is enough. And the same with Biggie, like the whole what was the album that they did with splicing up Biggie's verses and adding other people on it, even though I did like Spit Your Game with Twista and Crazy Bone. That shit was hard, but
did you want to talk about this Trey Reed family calls for independence autopsy after he was found hanging in a tree? Did we talk about that?
I'm not sure if y'all talked about it Tuesday after I logged off.
Okay,
but I thought I heard a story. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of information about this. I mean, if you have a story, by all means, we can share it. But
did you have something else you wanted to talk about?
I sent you I
No,
don't even like to say I sent you. See, that's the shit I be talking about right there. How does it come out? Get my shit. You don't get my shit.
Oh, okay, now I got it. I had to refresh. So
See how they be trying to play me?
it happens sometimes, and don't forget on the other side when it don't come through, and I'll be telling you it ain't come through. You're like, I sent it. It should have came through. You lying?
I know, but why you got me sounding like I was about to say, nigga, I don't sound like that.
Are you sure? All right, let's get to it.
I don't sound like that though.
Talk about what we about to view.
Well, let us never forget that we are under attack from ICE. Our communities are under attack. Our neighbors' communities are under attack. Motherfucking ICE was in my goddamn neighborhood over the weekend, and I was shocked to hear it, though I shouldn't have been. How I found out was because someone posted it on the Nextdoor app, and they were apparently staging very close to where I'm is. And I was kind of shocked to hear it because I'm like, wait a minute, I was awake during that time. I didn't hear a fucking thing. I was outside, didn't hear a fucking thing. And that kind of concerned me that there's not a community response where I live when ICE is spotted in the neighborhood. I appreciated whoever posted it on Nextdoor, but having watched so many videos from across the country of people coming out of their houses with megaphones, making announcement like ICE is on the block, stay in your house, lock your doors,
Yeah.
and running down, all of the know your rights about it. You know what I mean? You don't have to answer the door, especially if they don't have a warrant. It has to be a special kind of warrant signed by a judge, not administrative warrant by ICE, et cetera, et cetera. So to hear that ICE was in my neighborhood and not hear a kerfuffle, you understand, and not hear some commotion about it really concerned me. Because my neighborhood is majority Black and brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am concerned for the people that live around me. You know what I mean?
You know what? Even on that note, Bad Bunny canceled his concerts because he didn't want ICE running up to his concerts because he knew that's wild. I was like, damn, that is a great place for ICE to come roll up a Spanish concert.
And the real revolutionaries, Musa, Ricky Ryan, what do y'all think about that? Because I was like, yo, that's like the first major artist that I have heard who is basically willing to lose money in order to look out for the better and the best interest of their audience, which, we don't hear about that very often, right? Like, a lot of times these artists is about that money. No, we're gonna do the show in Albuquerque. We don't give a fuck ICE out there. That's respect. I don't know none of Bad Bunny's music, and he got big respect for me from that announcement.
Yeah, I was like, that's dope because he could have went and came and got the bag. I know he can get the bag other places, but yeah, I mean, U.S. is a big bag, and he said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm not about to get my people locked the fuck up." So I guess we could go ahead and play this video of what's going on in your hood.
Well, this is not from my hood, actually. I think this is from Los Angeles.
Okay.
But just to give you an example, I mean, because I think that people are becoming numb to these images. Like, we are just sort of accepting that there is a whole secret army, secret police, Gestapo, SS, however you want to characterize it, that are literally assaulting people, brutalizing them, kidnapping them, holding them in bondage, basically in subhuman conditions, without due process, without access to attorneys, without access to medical services. I mean, this is really horrific shit. You know what I mean? I don't ever want us to just be like, oh, well, that's just what it is. It's Trump being Trump. No, fuck all that shit. This shit is not cool and it's not regular. We should never accept this. But this is how they are treating elders in the community.
Let's go.
You can see my arm. They throw me on the floor. They're all black.
Rafi's shoehead shows us the injuries he sustained, including a dislocated elbow.
Damn.
After his business was raided by federal immigration officials last week. Surveillance video shows as the 80-year-old car wash owner gets shoved to the ground by a mass agent as he's running down a narrow hallway. Rafi says he didn't know what was going on, and when he came to the defense of one of his employees outside Valley Car Wash in Van Nuys, an unidentified officer pushes him back before throwing him to the ground as backup arrives.
They grabbed one of my guys, and I told him, hold on, most of these people, they have a paper, we have documentation here, and the only thing they said is, don't F with the eyes, we are here. And they threw me on the floor, and 3 of them, they jumped on me and they were sitting on me.
Rafi says 5 of his employees were detained by ICE that Tuesday morning. He requested medical attention after being roughed up with a heart condition, but instead he was placed in handcuffs and taken to the Metropolitan Detention Center in downtown LA.
I was asking them, let me talk to somebody. I need to go home. I need my medicine. I am hungry. No, there is nothing we can do. You have to wait. You have to wait.
The U.S. citizen was released hours later. That's when his family finally took him to the hospital.
Again, my dad, he's 80 years old and he has a heart condition, and he begged and pleaded and told them as soon as that second attack, that second push down, he said, I have a heart condition. I'm an old man. I want the ambulance. And they completely denied him and ignored him.
Rafi's ribs were left busted, both his arms have contusions, and he's struggling to breathe. He and his family are now...
They're suing. Yeah. And unfortunately, it's like,
wow.
Y'all, I mean, these are Nazis. And not to say that we have not been dealing with Nazis the entire time. In fact, the Nazis of Europe were inspired by the fucking Klansmen of America, right? We know we've been dealing with Nazis the whole time, but now, you know, we've entered a different realm of the game. We're in another level of the game here, and it's just important that you know where your people are, right? If you have folks that are susceptible or vulnerable to ICE activity, like, you got to put air tags in niggas' shoes. You understand? Like, we have to be able to find our folks and to be able to track them, because unfortunately, knowing your rights and asserting your rights don't mean anything when you're dealing with a fascist regime. They don't give a fuck about your rights. They don't give a fuck about your constitutional rights. They don't give a fuck if you got a lawyer. Your lawyer's only good to you if you can call them, right? Right. And so this is the shit that we're dealing with. So we have to be on top of our folks' movements, our activities, our people where they're supposed to be. If they're not where they're supposed to be, how can we quickly locate and ascertain whether or not they are safe, whether or not they have been detained? It's just a nasty, nasty situation.
And I mean, like, even if you just got an accent, the ICE is like, oh, word? Like, you ain't from here. Like, sister I was dating is not from here. My kid's mom is not from here, from the Caribbean. So it's like a lot of people right now that's not from here, got a little accent or something. They like, man, I don't know what's going on. So that shit is wild.
And just a reminder, like, for all of those, it's not our fight, niggas. Oh, the fuck it ain't. So why you think it's not our fight?
Because we got relatives and friends that's from other places, and yeah, those are your people, ain't it? So it is your fight.
And I mean, we are but a slippery slope, a banana peel slip away from whatever you think is being done to undocumented people or to migrants. I can't even say undocumented, because a lot of these people got their fucking papers and green cards and got their shit together, and they're just being racially profiled and targeted because of them being non-white, basically. But why wouldn't they kidnap niggas? Like, why they do kidnap niggas? In fact, they do worse than kidnap us. Like, everything that these other communities are experiencing, we have indeed experienced it. But trust me, the empire, the colonialists, whatever, they keep a special version of fuckery reserved for Black people. Okay, so don't lack imagination about what is possible that can be done to us. We are not citizens of this country. We may have our passports, we may have our birth certificates. We have never been treated with full rights of citizenship in this country, and they're not about to start. They're not about to start. In fact, they will try to roll it back. So we need to continue to be creative. Don't lack imagination about what is possible, about other things that can be done to us. And it is in so important that we look out for our folks from other communities as well.
And how don't you handle a child, a person that's in their 20s and a person that's in their 80s the same way? Like, these cops put the knee on the neck. It don't matter the age. It's like the same tactics, and you got different types of people you dealing with. Like, you're not taught, okay, deal with this person a certain way because of their age. I mean, it's the same thing from the that knee on the neck is on an 80-year-old's neck. Like, these motherfuckers, boy.
As Klansmen, this is big Klansmen Nazi energy. And shame on the niggas and the fucking Latinos that is part of these forces. And there has to be some sort of social repercussion, right? There's not going to be any due process, or these cops are never going to be punished through their job, right? In fact, they're probably getting rewarded for as many heads as they are able to bounty hunt and bring in. But so the social repercussions have to be there. So if you know cops, ICE agents, black FBI, Latino FBI niggas, like you have to ostracize them niggas. You have to socially outcast them motherfuckers. Okay. Like if you ever like Ear Doctor, if the niggas show up, ICE nigga, FBI nigga show up to the basketball court to hoop, you take your ball, you gotta leave. You can't play basketball with that nigga.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You can't treat them as though they are regular members of the community. They are the enemy and they have to be treated as such. So if you own a barbershop, a hair salon, these bitches coming in here to get their hair, nails cut, done, you got to tell them to leave, dog. Like they can't. We don't serve pigs here. We don't serve Nazis.
It's funny because Kumo D was being interviewed the other day, and he said the first sellouts in the neighborhood was drug dealers. And next sellout got to be a goddamn cop.
It's the cop, right?
I mean, you do whatever for the. Oh, I got bills to pay. That's always what the drug dealer says. When you ask a black cop, oh, I got bills to pay. It's like, word.
They are trying to recruit black cops, black and brown cops so heavy. There's a local ad running from the Department of Homeland Security, and it's targeting towards DMV area law enforcement who work in places that are designated sanctuary cities or sanctuary counties, such as I think PG County. Well, Angela Alsobrooks tried to say that PG County was not a sanctuary county. I was confused because I'm like, I thought it was. But Montgomery County, for example, Maryland is a sanctuary county. So now there's an ad running locally, run by the Department of Homeland Security. Hey, DMV police officers, are you tired of not being able to apprehend the criminals and you work for a sanctuary city or county? Come join HSI. We offer a generous compensation package and blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, shit.
Yo,
So
anyway,
go ahead.
You're gonna like this next person that's gonna come on the screen. I just sent the link to. I'm not gonna tell you. This to take away from the surprise. But yeah. I'm just every day is just so much new news, and at the same time, it's still all the same bullshit that we got to deal with.
So I'm gonna get vulgar in 3, 2, 1. No pussy for police. Okay, no girl pussy, no boy pussy, no pussy whatsoever. Okay, if you're dating a cop, stop. You shouldn't have been dating him in the first.
I was about to say, if you're dating a cop, you're already on the wrong side.
You're already on the wrong side. If your homegirl is dating a cop, girl, he made good money. Fuck that nigga. That nigga can't come to Thanksgiving, can't come to Christmas, can't come to Kwanzaa. He can't come to shit. Can't come to the kids' games. Can't do a fucking thing. Okay. Ostracize them niggas, socially outcast them, isolate them. I'm not saying dox them because I'm imagining, people, we know these people, you know what I'm saying? But unknow them. Okay. Unknow them.
And actually, I was going to sit down with a black cop and have an interview with him. I just really want to get into their mind a little bit more and ask them a couple questions.
Why you hate yourself? Why do you hate your people?
Yeah. Like, is paying your bills that important? But or is it because and then you got some people that's like their father was a cop, so they feel like just like people that get in the army military, like yo, they was in the military, so or they was Delta's 5, so it's like a passed down thing for some people. Tradition.
I guess it should be a tradition that should be stopped. And all that bullshit. Well, I joined the force, to try to improve their community. And you're not improving shit. All you doing is stopping niggas with expired registration on their fucking tags. You know what I'm saying? If all you doing is traffic stops, go fuck yourself. You're not solving no fucking crimes. I actually respect homicide detectives and respect people that actually go after child abusers and molesters and rapists and stuff like that. There's not enough cops doing that work, unfortunately. That's why these sex predators are out here by the millions running free, running wild, little child, running wild, because the cops don't do their fucking job. What they do is stop people with busted tail lights and shit hanging from their rearview mirrors.
But Kim, we don't have enough Brown on the screen, so why not bring on Erica Brown?
Kim, how are you,
Sister Erica?
It's always good.
Everybody come on and say, "Hey, y'all." It's just, "Hey, Kim." Like, fuck, I ain't here. I mean, God.
You didn't even give me a chance. I was trying to give individual greetings. You didn't even give me a chance to do that.
You ain't the first this morning.
I was on my way to you.
You ain't the first this morning, but you're right. My bad. What's up, Erica? My girl.
I know, Ear Doctor. We spent so much time together at the conference that, you have endeared yourself to me. So I used to not understand why Kim has such a big space in her heart for you, but now I do.
So you see.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you and your intellect.
I don't have to. I'm just,
Don't try to come up with words just to. Yeah, all right, I got you.
I'm just a basic black girl.
You're a basic
That's
black
No,
girl.
I don't think.
I said black girl. Yo, Brokish was dope. The last
Yo.
Brokish episode was dope.
You actually watched it. It was such a comedy of errors because the whole trying to be in a studio and me and Kanye didn't know what we was doing. It was crazy. So yeah, but anyway.
It looked fancy. It was beautiful. I said, look at these knuckles getting fancy on hers.
Yeah, there was.
It was dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dr. Andrews. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are funny.
Thank you. I will send him your best.
Is he your real brother? Because that's how y'all cut up. I said, is she gonna smack this thing on the back of the neck?
You know what? He is indeed my British bestie.
Yeah, he seems funny.
Which it's hard having at least maybe it's a Texas thing. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm married. I don't know. But everybody seems to think that he's my boyfriend. Like I can't have a male friend without. And I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Why people can't just,
I love the fact that people think that you have a husband and a boyfriend that you floss in public. That is awesome. They think Erica's out here pimping. I love it. Yes.
Look, my own friends, because he stayed at my house when he was here, right? And it was like, Erica, now you taking this shit too far.
Pimping. That's how you do it.
Do you think? I'm not. Yeah,
Nice.
I have not gotten to that level yet.
Look at polygamy doing this thing. I see it. I ain't even gonna say reverse. Shit, I'm just gonna say it.
Wow. No, but congratulations, Brokish. A fantastic season of Brokish is available. You guys are putting out some stellar work. I'm really a fan of the program and of you and Amber, and I guess Dr. Andrew's going to be y'all rotating guest host. Like,
no, it's just because he was in the U.S. or is in the U.S. doing a book tour, and he was coming through town, and coincidentally, Amber had to do stuff with her kids, and so she wasn't available. And I was like, buddy, I need a show. So that's how that all. And then Charlie Kirk ended up. So, so it was like everything just came together for this.
Listen, can we get you and Amber on the screen at one time on the Remix Morning Show so we can ask y'all about your show?
I'm sure, but Amber has a job now.
Oh,
so
God, all y'all selling out.
I know, right?
Damn. And I'm up here broke.
Look, and we got a whole show about you. But no, she has a job now. We don't even record together. So me and Amber ain't never together on the screen. So we never in the same place at the same time.
Okay.
Well, how's school year going for your youngsters?
You know what? School is going well. I'm officially the mother of 2 teenage daughters. So I got
Congrats.
2 teenagers, and the younger one is like, Mommy, I'm locked in. I was like, girl. She's like, I'm locked in this year. I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll see if you can be locked in past the first 9 weeks. But yeah, it's all good. Yes. Yes. So we got a driver, we got a new teenager. Everything is very good.
Girl, you're gonna have an empty nest here in a few years.
Look, I hope to.
You and that man gonna be looking at each other like, now what? Now what we about to do?
Well, apparently we just make phone calls and invite other people over. Apparently that's what we do in my house, I guess. Since people think I'm in a throuple.
Throuple. I
love that for you, though. I think that's so cool.
But Kim, I do want to ask you about the whole this era that we are in as it relates to media. So as I was hearing the news about Jimmy Kimmel, and of course, not because anybody cares specifically about Jimmy Kimmel, but the idea that you have the FCC chairman weighing in on these sorts of issues in public, the fact that you have, and then there were like serious reporters who reached out to the FCC chair to ask his thoughts about it, and he responded with like a meme to them.
Yes, he did.
And then you have Trump, so the president of the United States, basically saying, good job, ABC, on doing the right thing. As somebody who has worked and been in the media for decades, what does this say about the era that we are in?
It's not looking good, and I don't think that our generation has never experienced this. I'm thinking the most recent historical times in which we could compare would probably be Red Scare times, McCarthyism times. I guess that's maybe the closest historical parallel that, you know, where people were being investigated, I guess, doxxed during their era, accused of being communist, socialist, blacklisted. I mean, that's something along those lines is probably coming, but probably worse. I think it's going to be not just a matter of people losing their livelihoods. I think there's and not to, and I can't even say worse, because during that same historical period, people were being targeted for random violence. And I think I just was listening to a story about, anyway, but no, it's not looking good. And when I don't have, again, any particular feeling for Jimmy Kimmel, but when I compare Jimmy Kimmel's comments to those made by Fox host, I think it was Brian Kilmeade, when he, and I'm sure maybe you guys saw this viral clip, but Kilmeade was on Fox
About homeless people?
Yes. Yes, the comments said that there was a discussion about unhoused people, and this black man that was up there said, well, if a lot of these homeless people, they don't even want to take the help, and if they're not going to accept the help that's given to them, then they're going to have to, you know, go to jail or be institutionalized. And here come Brian Kilmeade talking about, or we give them involuntary lethal injections. Basically talking about euthanizing unhoused people because they are unhoused. And he did come on, I think, the next day and apologize.
It was like a couple days later, and he gave some weak ass apology.
He wasn't suspended. He didn't lose his job. It wasn't nobody from the White House calling for Brian Kilmeade's job for proposing euthanizing, putting down, killing, murdering homeless people. And so when you compare those comments to what Jimmy Kimmel said compared to what the FCC commissioner's characterization of Jimmy Kimmel's comments, I think he said it was the most disgusting comments he'd ever heard. And it's like, okay. So when you have this,
have you listened to Charlie Kirk?
that part. So when you have this over exaggeration of innocuous comments, or the so-called left, or people who are not right, let's put it that way, I won't even say the left, but when you have people who are not on the right making the same level of comments, or, you know, uncaringness about a certain situation, I mean, the penalties are not proportionate. They're not the same. They're not equal. So it's clear that the Trump administration is going to use the entirety of the federal government to bully dissidents. And guess what, y'all? We the dissidents. we
all day, every day.
Well, we don't have a lot of time left, but I did want to let people know exactly what we was just talking about. Check this out.
Look at your doctor pulling up stories.
Billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why?
Just kill him. And these are the same people who are like, political violence has no place. You don't think talking about the fact that you want to kill people just because they don't have a place to stay is not political violence is insane.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Like when it comes to the war on the homeless, it's a bipartisan war, right? Eric Adams, a Democrat or independent, whatever, in New York City, wanting to involuntary institutionalize unhoused people. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, via executive order, made it law that the homeless encampments must be cleared, and he don't give a fuck where they go. You know what I mean? So we don't have any allies, y'all. We have no political allies that are in power. So we need to be thinking about, because listen, the whites are going to tear the shit down. They made it clear, okay? Like we may not have to get out there and do anything, but help clean up and rebuild anew. So we need to be thinking about that new, and get your pistols. Erica, you got your pistols? I know you do. You better
She
have
in
them.
Texas. Come on. She like Yosemite Sam out there.
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. I just learned recently that when you go to the shooting range, all this time I thought they was just shooting fake bullets at the shooting range, and somebody told me they was real, and I was like, I'm not built for it. I'm not built for it. They out there, and somebody could just turn to the side and shoot you. I cannot do
They
it.
could do that at the Walmart. They could just turn to the side and shoot you at the Walmart. It's fine.
Wait.
What?
No, I did not. I'm thinking why y'all out here with real bullets and you
We gotta
practice
rewind real quick. You just thought that they were shooting fake bullets at a gun range?
I thought you was going there for practice. Like this was like I didn't know it was like a dress rehearsal where you have everything you do for the play. I thought you was just like rehearsing so you would know how it worked. But so the person next to me who I don't know on either side, they can just decide that they want to turn to the side and then shoot me. Oh no, I can't do it.
I read an article though. This is some years ago, and I found it pretty interesting. A lot of unalivings happen actually at the gun range. Like people go to the gun range to unalive themselves. Normally, they don't go to shoot the fellow patrons, believe it or not. But apparently, unaliving at the gun range is like a regular routine thing. A lot of these incidents never get reported in the news because it is such a common occurrence. I didn't even know that about the gun range. So you're safe at the gun range, Erica. I think you'd be fine.
But I also don't want to be at a place where people are committing suicide. Like
But you don't got no people out in the country, girl, where we can, go out.
You can shoot hogs. Hogs are they made it illegal to shoot hogs.
Here's the problem.
Because it's so
My
many.
mother
It's too
only
many
has
hogs.
sisters. I don't have no uncles. I don't. And I'm now y'all have made me afraid of that place. But you're right, because not too far from where I am is, I think, if not the biggest gun range in the United States. Like it's got to be top 5 biggest gun ranges. So I don't have any excuses except fear.
I think you'll be okay. You'll be all right. I want you to get familiar, get comfortable. You know what I mean?
Go out there with your 2 men's and you be all right. They'll show you how to. They'll show you how to use that gun.
I love it.
All right.
Husband and boyfriend, everybody know each other. It's beautiful. Love it.
Hey, listen, it's time to go. We got to get ready for a whole nother show. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, all our callers and people that came on screen to give their information, what they had. And big up to you, Erica Brown, for Brokish. I don't know what season this is. This is like season what?
Doesn't matter.
But you're
11.
11, season 11. So big up to you and Amber for continuing to do what you do. And Kim Brown, what we got coming up for you on the Burn It Down Kim Brown show?
Friday, I'm not really sure. Like I am a little perplexed about nobody got on the megaphone in the neighborhood and told everybody the ICE was in the neighborhood. So I don't know. I want to talk through this and figure this out, because it's not good, you guys. We're not in good times. It's bad times. It's bad times. So
that's what it is. And you can catch us back here at 11 o'clock for no other than Classical Breakdown. As we said before, we'll be doing Curtis Mayfield Part 2. So yeah, it'll be a dope show. Erica Brown, you know who you're talking to because your show drops on the 15th and the 1st. Who you have somebody you're interviewing yet?
Yeah, on the 1st, we're actually talking to Pastor Christian A. Smith. We're looking at sort of the intersection of religion and society. So we're talking about religion and what Malcolm X had to say about religion and, religion today, which,
y'all should bring me on for that one. That would be a good one.
I I heard Jackie talk to you about religion, so
it was
you're
pretty
on the
good,
record.
right?
Yeah, you're on the record. I wasn't able to watch it, but I heard it's,
Yeah, I know some things.
you do know some things. That is true.
Ouch.
Doesn't
Well,
Erica,
thank you.
hold on, y'all. Doesn't Sister Erica have the most melodious voice? Like, I want you to. Can you call me before I go to bed and bills?
Girl, I go to sleep at 9:00. I can't call you before you go to bed.
9
Like
o'clock.
they should use their voice for a GPS for real. I would really be like, okay, I'll turn left. But
You ain't never listened to a woman in your life. Okay, but on that, it's the end of the
Yo, the Remix Morning Show, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we are out of here. This is Kim Brown, Erica Brown, Ear Doctor. Peace out, y'all. Yeah.